What's up, y'all? I'm Jay.
I'm Meka.
This is we're gonna do a quick little recap to Knives Out, Wake Up, Dead Man. Now we watched this a couple of weeks ago, but holiday stuff, you gotta get life be life and you gotta get gifts, you know what I mean? People be tripping.
Children.
You know what I'm saying? But we did watch the movie. And we're late on this, but we want to get out. I really liked it. The more I said and thought about it. And that's why I'm actually glad I had a little bit of time. It is the second best Knives Out to me, but story-wise, it's the second best. You know what? I'm going to ask you what you think because mine is going to be more complex. No, because there's
yours is going to be more complex because you have followed this series of things. I mean, you introduced this to me. Well, I know, but still, I mean, whatever. I've only seen each movie one time. You've probably seen them more than once, right? I'm assuming. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I like the first one the most. This one was so different from the other ones. Even the preview, I was really excited to see it. Let me start there. I was excited to see it because it was like a darker version of what they had put out before. And I thought like, this is going to be really different. And it was very different. My only issue with it, I feel like there was the dialogue. It was like a lot of talking, which I understand that's how most Knives Out movies are. But I think the timing was off for me with some of like the conversations throughout the movie. I feel like some things could have been cut short. It wasn't a bad movie. I watched the whole thing. I will say that I watched the whole thing. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I didn't really like. It was pretty obvious, like who was involved, even if you didn't really know who committed the crime per se. Like you kind of knew who had their hand in it somehow, right?
Knew who the culprit at the end was going to be.
Yeah, so there wasn't a whole lot of mystery to the movie to me. But I mean, like I said, it's definitely not the worst movie I ever seen. Not even close. Some of the cameos, like Kerry Washington, we talked about that. Like, I guess I thought she was going to be doing more in this. Her part, I kind of could have did without it. Really didn't add or anything really, to the movie. I don't know. That's kind of my opinion on it. I guess. I'm glad we watched it at home.
Yeah.
Is that the only place we can watch it at home?
No, it had a short theater.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched it at home, for sure.
I thought so my favorite is the first one for various reasons. Casting was great, the story was great, the twist was great, all of that. The reason why I say this is second to me, I thought it was I liked the main I like the protagonist. Not the ball, not Daniel Craig's character, but the father. I liked his characterization, him trying to weave in. And I actually like the meaning to this. They actually had a meaning, like in point as far as, it being, faith-based and whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool. And they did a decent job of kind of throwing red herrings here and there. So I did like that, like when the dead man awakes and and then, you find out what it actually is, that type of stuff. I thought it was cool. It was a little contrived. Once you actually figured out what was going on, it's like, really that's where it got kind of like towards the end. I was like, okay, a little bit of a reach, fine. But story-wise, it kind of went together versus Glass Onion, which was more entertaining because of all the stuff that was going on. There's chaos everywhere, but the story was really stupid, if you ask me. Like the story to Glass Onion was stupid. It was just more fun, action, everything. The first one is the best one. This one, Kerry Washington did not need to be in this movie whatsoever. I like Josh Brolin in it. He was cool. It was cool to have him in it. Glenn Close. She did really good.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner, he did good. Maybe didn't need him in that role. It could have been anybody, but I like that he was in it. I forget the guy that played the groundskeeper, but he's a good actor too.
He is a good actor.
He did his thing. And I guess, that's the whole point of these night dogs, just kind of random, people cast to play some role. But I really felt like they felt, hey, Washington didn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
She could have just been a no. Honestly, they could have.
A no-name actress, right?
Yeah, like no-name actress. And the guy that played the son could have been somebody of a better caliber or something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about him either. But yeah.
So it was cool. I thought it was a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's second to me. I don't have an overall rating for it. I probably have to watch it again. And Jeffrey Wright, who always pops up in random stuff, is like those type of casting. Like I like that Jeffrey Wright, who played the priest. So yeah.
Let's take this out of order. So say this was the first one and you never saw the other ones. Would this make you go back and be like, oh, I can't wait to see the next Night Out? I don't feel that way.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know.
I think each of them does that.
That's the one I didn't feel that way about. And it's funny because
So you felt that way about Glass Onion?
I kind of was like, oh, okay, like I would go, I guess, see that again. It was more action-packed, I guess you could say. Like you said, it was a lot going on. So this one was it was a lot slower. It really was. It was a lot slower. And like I said, there was a lot of talking. And talking. The
first one, they're very dialogue heavy. And you said you do that. But.
Yeah, I know that. But like I said, this one just felt different to me. It just wasn't, I guess, what I thought. Not that it was terrible, but.
Okay. Well, that's why we all have, our own opinions. Somebody's making me watch freaking Gran Turismo because that's such a great movie, right? But anyways, y'all. So that is our review of The Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man. I think, obviously, I liked it a little bit more, but, it was cool. What do you guys think? But we just wanted to give a recap.
Right.
But hey, I'm Jay.
I'm Meka.
And we are out. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you. And look forward to stuff. We actually have a lot of stuff coming. So, yeah.
Hit the notification bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. All right.